Me Too, Me Too, Me Too, and women favored laws. Why? Welcome to this insightful new episode of The Planet Health TV. Why are most laws women favored? And I'd like to link this to one of my personal life examples as well. Me Too and Me Too, this movement shook the world, if you remember. Who are these ladies? What did they want? What's their real intent? And what is Me Too? Are women taking advantage of men? Ministers, celebrities, CEOs resigned and suffered a lot in this movement blind. Tons of fake cases filed by these women. There are around 240,000 cases filed against men in the last 2 years, and there are around almost 400,000 followers across the world for this Me Too movement. Just copying it without knowing the hard reality, and there are around 150,000 cases registered, out of which 70% are fake Me Too cases. And this includes, increasing numbers across countries. You know, being accused of fake cases and fake charges brings huge amount of mental stress, trauma to men and the kids. So we and the legal system really needs to act now and fix. Well, Me Too sounds like a marketing term to me. Do you remember a Me Too product? Yes, I'm just a copy. I'm just a copycat and get some dirty mileage, right or wrong, don't know.
I'd like to introduce you to Tejaswa Mehra. He's a practicing trial and criminal lawyer. Hi Tejaswa. I would like to have your views on what you have to say about the false allegations and false cases that are registered against men.
I would say it's a sad state of affair that as much as I believe that there need to be strict laws to protect the women and their rights, but how they're being misused in today's day and age, especially being a criminal defense lawyer, I get to see a lot of cases wherein there are frivolous allegations made, and the police is not left with too much of, they don't have too much of their own accord that they can do anything. They have to follow the procedure, and only on a simple written complaint of a woman, a man is taken into the custody. So I feel there needs to be some kind of a preliminary inquiry into the matter, and if even slightest of the allegations are substantiated, I feel there should be an arrest. However, only a single written complaint on a piece of paper to a police should not be made a reason for an arrest of a man.
Absolutely. In fact, a lot of cases, like, if we see the recent Me Too movement, they were the base of it from where it started. It's reported that the base of it they were false allegations. So I think men do become victims of such false cases and false allegations by women.
Without making any comment on the Me Too movement, I'd say that this is something which is very prominent in our country, and it is being faced by a lot of men. This is something which is, unfortunately, in any matrimonial dispute, this has been made a way where lawyers themselves, they tell the girls or the ladies to file a complaint against the husband or his parents, so that they can put a pressure, or so that they have an upper hand on the other party, and then it's easier for them to negotiate in terms of the divorce case. So say if the husband and wife are not getting along, the wife would just file a frivolous case against the father of the husband, and by filing that criminal case, she will make the husband and his family do things or negotiate in a manner which is unfair, which is under duress.
Why do you think, Tejaswa, that most of the laws are women favored?
I truly believe that this has been done with a good intention. There is a lot that our women have faced in the past, right from dowry death to being women not being educated or not being given the rightful equality in the society. The laws were made with the right intention of protecting the women. However, yes, they are being misused as of today.
Right. Coming back to the women laws being favored and false cases and allegations, do you think this needs a big change, and how do you see it should be improving?
Yes, I do believe that there are changes required. I do believe that there are times when some sort of relief should be given to an accused, which is not given, which is seen on most of the occasions. I feel, as I suggested earlier, that once a complaint is made, there should be a preliminary inquiry into it. If the allegation is substantiated, there should be an arrest. There should be, strict and stern actions taken. However, only a complaint written on a piece of paper should not be made a reason to arrest a person and take him into the jail.
Right. We absolutely hope this, gets better very soon. But what do you think it's going to be like if it continues to be the same?
Things will get messier, because if, say, the law was brought in 2014 and it has been misused so much till now, if women they know and they're aware that they can use this law in their favor to get an outcome of a result which is not fair, then I feel it's not right.
So, as we talk about if it continues to go like this, do you think it has the chances of increasing such cases and increasing number of cases in the courts, increasing police complaints, increasing fights? What do you think?
Yes, I definitely believe that this burdens the whole system. As I told you earlier, that lawyers themselves suggest to their clients to make such frivolous and false complaints, and every complaint which is made, even though at a later stage the same is taken back, or even if it's the party would say that we've settled the matter, and on that basis they would get the FIR quashed. But at the end of the day, it is taking the time of the police personnel. The women cells are getting burdened. The system is getting burdened. It is the hard reality, and we need to agree and we need to understand that this needs to stop.
Right. We really hope that the amendments and the changes are made well in time, so we get real cases and we are able to authenticate such cases, and the real cases get more value. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Tejas. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Men do a lot of their hard work, for their families, earn bread, butter, and of course, take care of the families. But men feel really helpless, as in these kind of situations when police is acting in favor of the women. False cases are being fought in the courts with wrong allegations. And we've got some celebrities and several lawyers across countries fighting for the men's rights. Pooja Bedi, who's also a celebrity, fighting in a big way in India, and you can also just look her up on her Twitter. And I'd like to give my own personal life example as well. My ex-wife created havoc last 8 years, violates all the consent terms which were agreed and signed and stamped by law, brainwashed my son 10 years, cuts him from me and my cancer ailing father. Not a single law to protect father and child. Why should courts exist? No law should exist if it can't protect basic human relationships, and as sensitive and as crucial as a father and son relationship. The Planet Health TV is anchoring such changes on behalf of millions and millions of such kids, families suffering across the world. This is exclusively focused on the fake cases which were filed by women across and made people suffer worldwide. And we're often seeing a lot of police violence, these days as well. Police violence cases instigated by greedy women for vested interest. A case like this, happened with me as well. For my own family members, they lodged 2 fake cases with police for greed of property and some family rivalry. And guess what? When I met the Noida police, they said, "Sir, even if it was not your fault, you would have been made the culprit." And I was surprised. And they said, "Sir, they tear clothes, put the blame on the men of false molesting, raping, etc., etc., and whatnot. And but what's the proof? And they said, sir, they are also helpless. The police is also helpless. So then I filed a case against the police, and by simply sitting across the table, talk as adults and resolve family matters and of course these kind of spousal issues. So what do you think is the solution? Firstly, it's got to be a meant to, not just me too. And it's an appeal from the Planet Health TV to the law ministers and all the other various law agencies worldwide to revise and really change such faulty laws. Men, women must be and got to be treated equal in the eyes of law. Secondly, we appeal to the Home Ministry and the Chief Justices must direct the police to take complete evidence in writing from both the parties, and only after that any FIR filing must be allowed, not a one-way affair. Thirdly, media, whether it's television, print media, electronic media, must write and convey to the people at mass and at a large scale level about the new procedures, and they should alert them that do not get harassed by police and these ladies filing fake cases. And lastly, rather more importantly, world would really be a much nicer place if spouses and the ex-parties and just gave small gratitude to the person whoever has done so much for you lifelong, and it's really goes both ways. So ladies and gentlemen, if you do support this cause, please join us in this mission. Leave a comments, share it with a wider audience so we can make this a much bigger and a wider movement, help suffering people worldwide so we lead a healthier and a happier life together, less pain and trauma for families, sons, and especially the kids and the elderly, and we lead a stress-free life. Thank you for joining us. Stay with us.